Hey, what is going on, everybody? Invisible Boilon here for another video on Marvel Strike Force, and today we're going to be doing a Red Star Orb opening for Wong, but also I want to go over its kit, T4s, and ISO recommendations, and even though I do not plan to buy Wong myself, I want to talk about why I think he may actually be, in fact, the worst member of the Darkhold team, even maybe over Scarlet Witch. So if you want to see what kind of craziness I have to say, then stay tuned. I also want to thank everyone for their outreach after yesterday's video. I have been able to solve my Microsoft Office problem and got a key that works. So thank you everyone, and especially HitZone, who had the winning key code, since I had some issues with others not working for some reason. But anyways, time to get on with the show, so let's get cracking. And I realized I said Kraken. I didn't mean to say Kraken, because that almost suggested that I was going to spend money. I didn't realize I said that. I will not be spending money here on Wong today, because I really don't think he's going to be the one that you want to break the bank for. Now, I know that the Darkhold team is going to be very arena meta, and it's going to be a team that you're obviously going to want to invest in, but I don't think it's going to be Wong that you're going to want to spend all that money on. He's also a 100 shard unlock, so for me personally, I just can't justify spending $70 for that. And even if I were to get like a 6 red or a 7 red here on Wong today, I still don't think that's going to be for me. That being said, we know that he is going to be a Blitz release. I'll talk about this a little bit later on. So you kind of need to temper your expectations depending on where you are in the game in terms of how many shards that you kind of expect to pick up for him. So I have 54 Red Star Orbs sitting around here. I do have a lot of Elite 4s, actually. So I have 9 Elite 4s. I have 3 Elite 5s, almost 4. I don't think I'm really wanting to pull Elite 5s. I'm saving a lot of my 5s, my 6, and even my 7. I'm going to open for Morgan. Now, I may open some of the 5s for Agatha, because I think she's going to be a character that you're going to want to spend, sorry, I think she's a character that you're going to want to get good red stars on, and depending on what her release method is, I think you're going to want to do that. So we're going to start with the 4s. If I get really unlucky, I might pull a 5 for him, but I think we're going to start, I know that's really, you know what, actually, fuck it. We're going to go with 1-5, just for shits and giggles. I don't think it's probably going to be Wong, and if I do get a 5, great, but I'll do 1. I'll do 1-5 for Wong, even though I don't think he deserves it. But hey, let's get started. Maybe we'll get something good. 5 Shield Assault, definitely not a dupe. Ugh. 750 credits, so that will pump me up a little bit further towards another 6. I guess we're back to the 4s. I don't want to spend too many 5s on Wong, because again, I don't think I'm even going to get a 5 yellow Wong free to play. From the blitzes, typically I can get 4 yellow if I get 100 shards once of the total ones. Let's see if we get any good drops, though. Squirrel Girl, well, we know that's a dupe. I have a 7 red Squirrel Girl, of course, because of my Young Avengers. Let's carry on. We got a 4 Bishop. Am I going to have one of those content creator moments? You know, some of the other people pulled some really bad luck for Evil Strange. Am I going to have that for Wong? I hope not. I have a lot of orbs. I hope I don't have to burn everything. Jesus. That's a dupe. More Elite 5 credits for me. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 4 Agent Coulson. You know, I was gonna, you know what? Let's turn. I don't have my oh shit. I was like, let's turn on my webcam just for a second, just to see if I actually get anything. It's still kind of busted, so I'm gonna turn this off after the red star moments. But you know, let's see. Can we actually get anything here? Again, I don't have my green screen set up, so you're seeing like whatever it is behind me, my staircase. This is a lot of Elite 4s. Not good. I don't. How many have I fucking pulled? I'm gonna do another 1 and then a 5. Oh my god. I'm down to like less than 3, almost just about 3 Elite 4s. I'll pull 1-5, and then after that, I'm gonna go back to regular orbs. That was, how many was that? Like 8? I had quite a few of the Elite 4s. Come on. Ronin. Jesus. No, oh, it was an upgrade. Oh, God, I didn't even get Elite 6 credits out of that. No, it's a fucking upgrade too. I need to save these elites for Agatha and Morgan. No, I need to go to regular orbs, I think, at this point. Because I have a feeling that, you know, if I'm not lucky on those, that's where I really need it. That's where you're really going to need your red stars, is going to be in Agatha and Morgan. So, let's see. Maybe I'll just get some really stellar luck. I haven't seen him yet, so Jesus, this is not starting good. I'll take a 3 at this rate, God. Can we just see him? Please? This is gone totally Wong. That was bad, wasn't it? Come on, just give me something, anything. Of course, everything's really going to be a dupe other than... Okay, we got a 3. Okay, so we're not walking away with anything other than a 3. I would like a 4. You know, I've been trying to get... I got a 4 on Evil Strange. And I have a 7 Scarlet Witch. We got another 2. Sorry for the buggy webcam. You might see it glitching out from time to time here. Yeah, you can see that. I'm going to leave this on for the red star pulse, just in case, you know, you never know. I'm going to get like a random 6 or 7 out of a regular orb. That happens from time to time. You know, that impression about how mad or how happy I am. And normally with red stars, it's more angry than or upset than happy. Almost never are you happy about red star pulls, just because that's how bad they are. And we all know it, really, at the end of the day. Is that... Oh, it was a 5, but nope, not a Wong. How many am I willing to pull down to? Maybe about 30. And then after that, I'll maybe pull like one more Elite 4. And then I need to save, because we're kind of back-to-back on the character releases for red stars. And so we're probably only going to get... There's a 2-star. We're probably only going to get like a week. You know, a week each, right? You know, because there's so many characters here for this patch. For Elsa. Not looking good. No. Okay, so I'm going to pull one Elite 4. Yeah, one Elite 4, I think. Otherwise, we're going to be at a 3 for Wong. We got a... It was a dupe. Fuck! You know what? Fuck it. We're going to do one more. One more. Oh my god! Okay, so we got fucked. I mean, we got a 3, but it's not great. Hopefully by the time that, like... well, I guess not. I was going to say, by the time we get the team together, you know, he'll be in the Red Star store, but that's very unlikely, because it usually takes about 6 weeks or so from the character's release to go into the Red Star store, so I'm going to have to upgrade it probably via promotion credits, and I know a lot of people are probably in the same boat as me, you know, who have a lot of silver promos sitting around. You didn't pull so well in the Red Stars, and there you have it, because sometimes you just get fucked by the Red Stars, right? So, it is what it is, you know. This was actually one of my worst pulls in, you know, landing a 3 anyways. It sounds not so bad, but yeah, I try to get at least a 4 for each new character, and that's where I try to get to, but yeah, clearly I didn't get it this time. I can't remember the last one I didn't get a 4, actually, so yeah, I don't want to pull too many, because I'm going to need to save a lot of this for Morgan, and I don't want to be in a bad boat, so that's the Red Star pulls for Wong. I'm going to turn off my webcam. Let's jump on over... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Let's turn that off. Let's jump on over to msf.gg. I want to talk about Wong more generally, and why I just don't think he's going to be a super great character. So unfortunately, that Red Star pull didn't do very well. So he's got the tag Hero Global Mystic Protector. So at first glance, I mean, like, is he someone that's going to be that viable outside of his team? I don't think so, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think that characters that are viable outside the team are generally a bit better because they have more wider viability. It's kind of like how I think that Wong is going to be the Silver Samurai of Darkhold, if that makes any sense to you guys, because for me, Silver Samurai is the last one that I would consider building as part of the team. Actually, even behind Wolverine, frankly. So I think that Wong is going to be that for Darkhold, and that he's going to be the least important member, in my opinion. That he's okay, he's kind of there, but he doesn't need to be, you know, super high yellow and super high red stars, in my opinion, to do what he needs to do. So, I mean, to go over his kit more briefly, and I did this at level 6, just so you can see the T4 upgrades as well. So he does primary target damage, and then this is actually really neat, that he clears negative effects on this. You need to get the T4s, and it gives 1 negative effect to self and all Darkhold allies. What's really interesting is that we're going to talk about the ISOs, but for Striker, clear 1 negative effect from the 2 most injured Darkhold allies. Actually, sorry, if you get level 7, it does clear 1 negative effect from self and all Darkhold allies as a follow-up Striker. So I haven't seen other people's videos yet because he's still pretty new, so I don't know if this is working properly. I hope it is. And if that's the case, it makes a pretty compelling Striker ISO there. But I guess what we don't know is, because we haven't seen the full team together, how many negative effects could he reasonably clear? Because I don't know if there's like there's disrupt and trauma and shit for mirror matches, and so how many times are you actually gonna get used to this? I don't know, because we haven't seen the mirror match fight or them fighting other teams, for example. So how frequently that's gonna get taken advantage of. But I do want to mention it anyways. His special attack, dash strike, his cooldowns are really fucking high on Wong, and so for that reason, I just like, he is definitely not viable outside of his team. His cooldowns are far too high for anything, so you're not going to be using him in Dark Dimension Global. It's just not happening. If anything, you're going to use Agatha, who has a much better kit, in my opinion. So I don't think Wong is really gonna get those kind of heavy gear materials, in my opinion. Attack primary target for piercing plus bonus attack 2 times for piercing. It's a good chunk of damage, but his damage stat, as far as newer characters go, is pretty average. I don't, you know, because he's a protector, you know, you're not there to expect him to do a lot of damage. You know, I don't think he's going to be someone that's, despite the piercing damage and that this ignores defense up. I saw the footage, the dev footage and things like that, and I don't think, you know, Wong is the person you're relying on to get people killed. That's what you're using Evil Strange for, and Agatha and Morgan, who are going to be your more important damage dealers than Wong is. Now, his Portal Barrage, his ultimate here, 10 cooldown. 10 energy, it's crazy. Transfer 2 negative effects, transfer all negative effects with level 7, clear all negative effects from self, and then copy positive effects and from primary target to self, flip 3 positive. So you're going to need kind of focus to do this. And I'm kind of curious because, you know, at first glance, when I first saw Wong in his kit, I was like, he kind of needs to be a skirmisher, because he's kind of here to do this a little bit, and if he doesn't land this, then he's going to have some problems. And so if you have lower star levels for Wong, it kind of tells me that you might need Skirmisher. If you can land it without, though, you could run him as a Striker. So I think it's going to be a situation of Skirmisher or Striker, depending on what your team layout's going to be. You know, you want someone to be a Striker, and that could be a few people. It could be Morgan, it could be Evil Strange, but you definitely want at least one person to have Striker. And this is also how Wong taunts. But again, 10 cooldown. He's super slow, by the way, and this does barrier a little bit, applies safeguard to him, you know, but it's just not that great, in my opinion. 30% barrier, but he's just kind of there. And the reason why he's just kind of there is because you do need him on the team, but you don't really need him. You probably don't really need him built up really high. And it's because it's passive, right? So let's bump this up to level 5. On spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all Darkhold allies. Great. So on spawn, he gets the same treatment that a lot of other defensive characters on a team get. You need this defense up. This is really important. I believe you get safeguard with Morgan, so this makes it doubly important. It's kind of like that combination with Adam Warlock, so to speak, in the Infinity Watch. You know, you need that defense up and the safeguard, which you get from Morgan. On turn, if this character or any Darkhold allies have any amount of barrier, apply deflect to those characters. So again, good, but it doesn't really matter how high you have him built up, other than the T4s. He's kind of just there. So as long as he's there, he's doing these things. When enemy attacks, so he retaliates. You know, and it says decent amount of damage, but once again, you know, drawing back to the special, I just don't think that he is going to be the heavy damage dealer that people are expecting him to be with this piercing damage. It's great, you know, and he'll do some damage, but, you know, that's not his job. And then when this character drops below 30%, he clears his own taunt, great, and he gives 30% armor to the team. So he's kind of here for the passives, for all this stuff that he gives to the team, the on-spawn defense up. And so even comparably to Scarlet Witch, in my opinion, I think that she actually might need the gear a bit more than Wong, because he's just, again, just kind of creative there. But I think that you want more gear on Scarlet Witch because of her kit and the way that she heals, full heals, and redistributes hit points, things like that. And his cooldowns is just super, super high. You're going to get like one move on each of them, and that's about it. I frankly, in an arena battle, I don't see this going on much beyond like 3 rounds. So you would probably you would start with the ultimate, and then you would do the special, and then you might, if you're lucky, get a basic. You know, I don't know how frequently that's going to happen, to be honest. And so for that reason, like, I just don't think he's worth that level of investment. He does require a decent amount of gear, though, but a lot of people will probably have his unique as well if you're trying to build him, because he does have superior focus chi. I know it's cut off here on the side here. And, you know, all in all, his stats aren't terrible. I believe I had a spreadsheet. I can bring that up actually really quick about the Darkhold stats. Some of you guys may have seen this. I did this in a previous video, actually, so I'll bring up the spreadsheet over here really quickly. And so you can see here Wong on the screen here is actually pretty good in health. His damage is respectable. It's actually better than Agatha's, and it's a little bit lower than Evil Strange's. And overall, his, you know, other than his focus, and this is where I'm concerned about for not having the Skirmisher ISO, is because if you want his ultimate to land, then I think based on his poor focus rank, that you're definitely going to want to have a bump up with the Skirmisher ISO, which will give you like quite a bit more on your attack, rather than having him as a striker. I think whether or not you use him as a striker is really going to depend on what the mirror match looks like when you're facing him versus other strong teams. How frequently are you taking advantage of the cleansing, and how much do you need it? And whether or not you can actually land the ultimate, right? And if you can do that without Skirmisher, then great. Then run Striker. But, you know, he has a speed of 98, which isn't great, but he's supposed to be a protector tank, so there it is. Otherwise, his stats are pretty decent, actually. And the reason why, again, I think, if you guys haven't taken a look at Scarlet Witch's kit, I just think that more broadly, outside the team, actually, even, Scarlet Witch will have more value, whether it's on the Darkhold team or with Dark Hunters or, you know, wherever she ends up going later. Because some people were talking about her being, you know, sort of being not with the team, especially if you get Dormammu later down the line. So, yeah, I'm kind of questionable, personally, about Wong. I don't know if for me, he's going to be like the second to last person, maybe the last person even, that I gear, you know, even behind Scarlet Witch. So I know I talked a lot about that, but yeah, I'm not super impressed with Wong. He doesn't have the wider viability that Evil Strange does, that Morgan has, that even Agatha personally has, in my opinion, based on the kits that I've seen so far. I know I haven't actually had any gameplay because I don't want to buy the character, and hey, maybe I'm completely off base here, but feel free to let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are about Wong. If you've personally used him, if you feel he's really great, then feel free to tell me down below as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about Wong, but that's just my thoughts anyways. So until next time, guys, I hope that you all guys are doing great. Pocket Dimension was just running, so hopefully you've been doing that and you're doing good there. But otherwise, I look forward to my next video. We're going to be talking about a superior basic catalyst, because that's a big thing. We talked about that in the Mystic Gear Crunch, but I actually did a calculator that we're going to be doing a video on pretty soon. So I'll look out for that for my next video. And until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon sighted out. And hopefully I have my webcam coming pretty soon, hopefully in the next few days.